Hello, it has been a while, but here I am. So today I'm going to be showing you my 2019 updated planner lineup. So updated because I accidentally deleted my previous one. Hee oops. And this video is another test video because I finally got a laptop. The previous one I purchased, but it wasn't working well, so I returned it, and now I have this one. And it has to have a different type of editing software, so hopefully it'll be okay. Anyway, I gathered up all the planners that I'm using, and it's the same things I had in that updated video that I deleted, but basically it's mostly Hobonichis. So I will show you the easiest one first right now. There you go. The first one I'm showing you is my Hobonichi A6 version, the Avec version. Avec is the one where they separate it by 6 months, and I'm showing you the blank one because I filled that one out. But basically it's a daily journal. I'm using it as a daily journal. And for the yearly section I didn't do anything to, and then the monthlies I'm using as like a once a day memory planning type thing, and then the dailies are just regular journaling. So next thing I am showing you is this one. It's the Mochithings journal. I think it's used for bullet journaling because it has a monthly section and grid notes pages, I guess you would say. So originally I had planned on using this as a Japanese journal because I'm learning Japanese, and people say, oh, it's easier to remember if you journal every day in the language you're learning. So here I'm showing you the monthly part. So I would write down the same thing I wrote in the A6 Hobonichi, but translate it in Japanese. And so that's what I did. But then I decided to change my mind on how I'm using this. So like I said, at first I planned on using this as a daily journal, but I'm very limited on my vocabulary and grammar. So you'll see it's like only 3 sentences. Like what? So I can't even do that. And then I was thinking of doing a whole journal entry in Japanese for the whole week, but I didn't do that. So I decided to use this as a art bullet journal, which I plan on filming sometime because my friend did a bullet journal setup and it gave me some ideas, and I want to get back into drawing, so I'm gonna probably film a setup on that if I can figure out how to use this software. So yeah. And I really like this journal. I like the paper, I love the cover, and I don't know why I keep pointing at it, but there you go, because I filmed this like a week ago, so I don't remember what I was trying to say. Sorry for the shaky cam. I kept hitting the tripod. So the next thing I'm going to show you is my Hobonichi Weeks Mega. So honestly, I have no idea why there's this super craze on the Hobonichi Weeks now. I don't get it. I got it before the craze, so that is why I have it. And I planned on using this as my Japanese studying planning kind of, but yeah, it's just a plain planner. It's just a weekly planner, as the weeklies on the side, and then grid on the other page. So it's just plain and it's thin, and you can chuck it in your bag like that. So the only thing I think that is special about it is the paper, because it's the Tomoe River paper. Anyway, so I didn't do anything in the yearly section, and in the monthlies I was tracking my studying. So I was writing down what I did on the day, or if I didn't do the studying. And then as you can see, I was lazy for the last few weeks, almost a month. So yeah, say I was writing down what I did that day, if I didn't study, why, and all that stuff. And then I did the sidebar where I started this lesson on this day, I started the workbook on this day, I ended the workbook lesson and blah 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 on this day. And then on the bottom I just wrote some goals I wanted to do, but I didn't do it for the other pages. But I plan on starting up again in March. So, because I'm not gonna lie, some of the things came up, and that's why I just stopped studying, which is sad because I really wanted to learn again. I'm relearning it, by the way. So the weekly section, I changed how I did it like 5 million times. So at first I was trying to do daily kanji, and I was like, nope, that's not gonna work. So I decided to do daily vocabulary. So I separated it by making columns. The first column was going to be for the word, and then the second column was for example sentences that I will look up. And then the next page was for sentences that I made up on my own, and then I drew a little tracker on the bottom. As you can see, it didn't work. Like, look at that. Nothing. So the vocabulary, at first I was trying to use a book to write down what vocabulary I should learn. But then I'm like, what am I going to use hippo for, right? Just a random word. So I decided to try and look up words that I would use daily, like laundry or take out the trash or cleaning something, those types of vocabulary. So I did it the same format where the column was for the word, the second column was for example sentences, and then the note page would be for my own sentences. But I came into a problem for one of the vocabulary where it had a huge note section because the word changes depending on what is next to it. So I decided to forget about it, as you can see. And then I was like, you know what, I still want to do my daily journaling, so I am doing it in here now. I started on a Tuesday, as you can see. That's why I still have those columns separated on that page. But the first column for this page I did was for like a daily routine thing where I woke up at 6:30, I went to work, I came home at blah blah blah, etc. And then the rest is like, oh, I did this, I did that, I watched a movie, just random things. And then on the note side I would write vocabulary. So okay, why am I pointing at that page? Oh, I was showing you the vocabulary. And then on this page, this is how it's supposed to look. So whenever I have to write something I don't know, I would write down the vocab on the side, as you can see. And then I circled it, but then it kind of like took up a lot of room, and I was like, nope, that's not gonna work. So I was trying to figure out how I was going to do that, so I could see that is a new vocab that I don't know, so I used a different pen to write the definition. And I thought it was easier to see like that. See, if you can see it, teeny tiny writing. I need to remember to bring white out with me, because I usually do this on my lunch break at work, and I don't have white out with me. And then I'm not gonna lie, I was lazy for like 2 weeks. And nothing much really happened those days, so I think it's okay. But that's how I was using that. And then the notes section, because this is the mega version, it has a lot more note pages. I'm just writing random things. Like this page is for how I'm learning or how I do learn languages, like writing it over and over. I had a pen test, an ink pad test for stamps, just random notes. This is like basically a brain dump area, I guess. That's why you see just like random notes and lists and stuff. Ta-da! There you go. That is my Hobonichis weeks, and I use this Unistyle Fit pen, gel pen. Where is it? There you go. And it doesn't really smear. The ink dries really fast, so that's what I use. I love that pen. And then here I'm showing you my daily type planner. Kind of think this is my planner piece type planner because I love it so much. So I stopped using the Erin Condren and Happy planners because the sections or the spaces are too small. But anyway, so inside I put these Coffee Monsters weather stickers and then some date covers my friend made, because everybody knows I plan Sunday through Saturday. And yes, this planner is Monday through Sunday. So yeah, and they also have some Hobonichis stencils that I used to use, but I don't really use much anymore. So in the video I did that I accidentally deleted, someone mentioned I should use the yearlies to track stuff, so that's what I did. Some of the stuff is different, like my January and February tracking things are different, and then I would just put washi on the bottom. The monthlies I'm using to keep track of bills and maybe like events, important things. Nothing special, not really decorated. And then here is the weekly section, which I write all my personal things. Just like memory planning, I guess. So yeah. The only thing, the sidebar, I write like to-dos, things I want to do for the week, and then happy mail I'm waiting on, or some bills that are upcoming. And then the only work things I would write on here is my work schedule, or maybe I would write something like, overtime or something. And then there you go, there are my date covers that my friend made. And then I also use these weather stamps, because I alternate using the stickers and the stamps. Yeah. And I write the weather on the top, and then everything is just personal things, like, I don't know, it's just like memory planning, and I kind of like it. And this is how I'm using my stickers, so there you go. I have an Instagram if you want to follow it. And this is also when I realized that those full boxes or half boxes fit on the sidebar. And there I started using my Mambi stickers, because why not? I had some. And then here I'm using this happy scrappy bookmark thing I got in one of the subscriptions a while ago. And I was using a Mochi pen, but then that thing ran out of ink. Now I'm using my Inkjoy pen. So now we're going to show you my daily section, and this section is like a lifesaver. So if you've seen my plan with me videos, you notice that I have like big lists, and that's because when I'm doing my work stuff, it's a huge list, and most of it is the same stuff, not gonna lie. But because there's so many, and if something different comes up, I'll forget something, so I have to write it all down. Every day is a little different, but there are some main things that I have to do every single day. And then also, so when I have days off, I would write some detail things. Like, example, if I have to go to a grocery store, I write down a list of things that I have to buy, or notes for stuff. Anyway, back to work things. So sometimes it's also, I use it for reminders. Like, example, if someone is missing a punch, I would write down that because they would work on Tuesday. That they're missing a punch on Tuesday, and then the next time they work is on a Friday. And then sometimes I would doodle if I didn't have anything to write on my days off. But yes, look at my payroll days. Oh, super long. And then sometimes I would use the stencils, but then it smeared a lot. That's why I stopped using it. And then as you can see, I started using the mild liners because I have them, so might as well use them, right? So, but if I'm not lazy, I'll just use pen. But I like outlining the titles, I guess. Yeah. I was so productive on that day. I was so proud. And then I don't know what to do with these pages that are the start of the month. So I don't know. Happy Lunar New Year! My creepy looking pig. But it's okay. I had fun doing that. Sometimes I would decorate it, as you can see, but most of the time not. I just use the highlighters to write the titles in. And then in the back there's like a little notes section, and I was trying to do the 52-week money challenge, but I failed at that because some things came up, so I didn't get to do that. So I kind of think this is my planner piece, but I don't know. I really like it though. So yeah, maybe I'm going to do my art bullet journal setup sometime soon. Anyway, these are all the planners I am using. Thank you guys for watching. Bye!